Years I ruled as Tamriel's emperor. All these years, never been the ruler of my own dreams. Seen the gates of Oblivion, no waking eye may see. Old darkness. In the final hours of my life. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Let me get off this for a second. Alright, let me see if this is working well. A chim light of fall, we still recall. Yep, seems like it's doing fine. Alright, then I put the phone up here. Now I can see it if I need to. Alrighty. See if I can do this with a controller. It'd be easier while on the treadmill. I played Nord several times. But I think it might be the best way to go for what we are doing. Yeah. Alright. Citizens of Skyrim. They are all tall and fair-haired people, strong and hardy. Nords are famous for their resistance to the cold, and they are highly talented warriors. Origins of the Western Skyrim Nord. You lived in the Western Skyrim, a rugged environment filled with rough terrain and dangerous beasties. You are prepared to survive in even the most challenging of climates. Either due to extreme snowstorms, the College of Mages is simply stubbornness, the people of Eastern Skyrim, such as you, are known for their tenacity and resourcefulness. Let's check out these others. Argonian. The reptilian race well suited for the treacherous swamps of its homeland. It has developed natural immunities to poison. They can breathe underwater and are good at picking a lock. Arnesia. You hail from Arnesia, where the slavers of Morrowind are still active. The hide and seek every time there was a raid made you extremely quick and nimble. Thornmarsh. Thornmarsh is your birth region. It's called the Jewel of the East, but behind the nickname lies a dark reality. You dabbed in magic just to survive. Your quick-witted wits allowed you to live until this day. Breton. In addition to their quick and perceptive grasp of spellcraft, even the humblest of the Bretons can boast resistance to magical energy. They are particularly skilled at summoning and healing magic. Sinistry. As a child, you were always spending your time on the docks of one of the islands, gaining some money by helping merchants carrying their goods and learning from their adventures. High Rock. Being from High Rock, you were raised in the homeland of the Britons. Going through all the great cities of the province made you quick on your feet. The Dark Elf, also known as Denma, in their homeland of Morrowind. The Dark Elves are noted for their skill and balance and interrogation of the sword and bow alongside destruction magic. They are resistant to fire and can summon an ancestral ghost to aid them. Vardenfell. You are a true child of Vardenfell. Among the volcanic wastelands, you were taught the resistance is the greatest of all Dunmer's qualities. The mainland. As a Dunmer on the mainland, you grew amongst all kinds of traders. You learned all there was to know about negotiation and how to make people react the way you want them to. High Elf, also known as Otma, and their homeland of Somerset Isles. The High Elves are exceptionally gifted in the arcane arts. They also boast resistance to illness. However, they are somewhat vulnerable to fire, frost, and shock. High Elves. Oops, not picking up my controller. High Elves of Oradon. Born on the island of Oradon, you were proud to live on the first island of Somerset. There you spent countless hours swimming in the pristine waters. The Somerset Isles. You grew up among the great towers of Elanor and nearly touched the sky. You spent countless hours climbing and navigating the sunlit streets of the Somerset capital. Imperial. Native of the civilized cosmopolitan province of Cyrodiil, they have proven to be shrewd diplomats and traders. They are skilled with heavy armor and in social skills, and tend to favor the warrior class. The Nibene. You are a true Imperial, born into the heart of the Empire. The number of the cities and their size led you to travel in haste. Colovia. Colovia's inhabitants, such as yourself, were known for their autonomy, including towards the rest of the Empire. You inherited the willfulness of your forebears. Wood Elf. The clan folk of the western Valenwood Forest, also known as Bosmer. Wood Elves are nimble and quick, making them good scouts and thieves, and there are no finer archers in all of Tamriel. Their ability to command simple creatures is well known. Gratwood. You spend your childhood in Gratwood, near the region devastated by Molat Ball. The foul energy still lingered there, and your resistance grew amidst the danger. Hello, can you hear me? Hi, I took over the channel again. You were born among the marshes of Reaper's March. The border region you saw grew up and plagued by anger and resentment after centuries of war. We quickly learned how to soothe people and avoid unnecessary conflict. Redguard. The most naturally talented warriors in all of Tamriel, in addition to their cultural affinity for many weapons and armor styles. They also have a hardy constitution and natural resistance to disease and poison. Alakir Desert. As a child in the sands of Alakir, your education and resolved around the martial might. You are a prime example why Redguards are the best warriors. You were raised in the Dragontail Mountains. Your uprising under the shadows of the mountainous peaks was a happy one. Immersed in Redguard customs, you developed charm, wit, and the ability to turn a conversation around. You've been doing good, Will. He disappeared again. Alright. Orc. The people of Rathgarian and Dragontail Mountain. Orcish armorers are prized for their craftsmanship. Orc troops in heavy armor are among the finest in the Empire, and are fearsome when using their berserker rage. Orcish Stronghold. Your fate was decided when you were born. As a member of the Stronghold, you would serve your chieftain with honor and would make the orcs proud. Your charisma and resilience were honed for when you served. Orsinium. You are proud to be raised in Orsinium, where you were trained to be versatile as a warrior as possible, and as such, better with magic than most orcs. Last but not least, the Khajiit. Hailing from the province of Elsewhere, they are intelligent, quick and agile. They make excellent thieves due to their natural agility and unmatched acrobatic skill. All Khajiits can see in the dark. You are a Khajiit of Anaquain. The harsh region where you live trained hardened and the harsh region where you lived and trained hardened your body and taught you how to defend yourself with your bare fist or any weapon you could find. You are a Khajiit of Palatine. Your parents lived in Palatine, and your childhood memories are filled playing around in the jungles or in the pristine beaches. We're gonna go with Nord. I normally always go with Nord for these type of challenges. Can I see stats? Yes, let's open stats. That gives me more endurance and lowers my willpower. That gives me more willpower. West or east? I think we'll go with the western. I change any of these? No, it did not. Well, actually, let's give ourselves a middle ground. We'll go eastern. Into appearance. Young or old? We'll go one bump. You really can't make the Nords that dark. Stop at the E. Open that up a little bit. Not gonna touch that. Make that 30. I like the facial structure actually. Your eyes. Make these a little smaller. Wrong direction. We got a slight upward tilt. Negative 25. Face. That's honestly fine. Give him a slight smile, shall we? No, I was reading the Oblivion character like options. Be smited, mortal, in the name of Hermaeus Mora. Oh, I'm trying out this game. I am using my standing desk for the first time, and I have a little walking treadmill, so I'm walking while playing the game. Yeah, it doesn't know how, I'm not moving that much, but the camera like over exaggerates it, if that makes sense. Oh no, I'm not gonna go that far. I was fighting with my rigging for an hour until I realized it was just broken because my camera was off. Is my mouth moving, or is it not catching that too well? Okay. Probably right. Well, it's supposed to be partially audio. Root hair color. Why does that look kind of red? Let's go to style, shall we? You know, I had that plan to play through all the Elder Scrolls games before I got sent away, so we're starting over. That's a good one. They just need to open it up to mods, and it would be great. Yes, they are. What was the one I had that had the fade to it? Wasn't that one, was it? Going crazy. This, oh, that wasn't it either. It was that one. I don't think the old Oblivion have a low taper fade. Master of the Cold, great fortitude, highly talented warrior, augmented willpower. Name. Silas. The Flame. And continue. Yes. Should I get out of jail and murder this guy later? Since I'm walking myself, let's play this in first person. Check settings. Those look fine. Autosave's fine. Actually, autosave could be bad. You remember? Were you here last time I did this? It autosaved me into an instant drown loop. I think autosave and fast travel is fine. Rest is fine. Wait is a no. Toggle vibration is fine. My heart's a stereo, it beats for you, so listen close. Uh-oh. What is the strat? Spam jump? It is. What magic do I have? I got woad. That can go right there. I can come find my powers if I need them. Ah, don't think. Healing goes to the top. My heart's a stereo. Beats for you, so listen close. Dang it, it's stuck in my head. Have you been playing Arc Raiders? Sweet. I just didn't want to do Arc Raiders, but on a treadmill. Run away, it's the bots. I'm falling and I can't get up. The first time, I plugged this in 3 days ago, and it fried my power. That's why I haven't been on it so long. You don't want to look at my face, Emperor. Emperor, you were in my dreams too, but I don't talk about that in public. What's going on? You got jumped. Why am I in jail? More than likely a night drinking way too much. How are you searching? Who are you? So you're the one that put me in jail. I got. Wait, what? What should I do then? Free me. I'm taking that as your permission to say I can leave this jail cell. My heart's a stereo. It's of Oblivion. You've only played the beginning. Hmm. Oh god, this is disorienting trying to move on the treadmill. Especially in first person, because you see the corners and your body wants to turn. It starts moving by weight. I nearly just fell off. I'm gonna eat dirt before the end of this. I feel it. I hit an assassin. Punch his ass. Take his clothes. Emperor, this is just like our dream. We're surrounded by naked men. Why can't I take your armor? Oh, there's roaches. Roaches confirmed in the Elder Scrolls. I never noticed that. Yeah. And Cyrodiil. I have a katana. this weekend we're going to be doing Warhammer, but one of these days I might get that live action video of the armor. I think. Do you think for these giant rats hitting them once with a sword is a different like and killing them is pretty realistic? Like small dog size. Like they could be. I'm gonna say this is pretty accurate though. I remember. Let me try changing the difficulty up one more and see what that turns them into. Player combat damage, just the damage done by the player to enemies. If I go up, does it get harder? Is that how that works? Apply change. Alright, let's see how many swords it takes to kill one now after I get this chest and shield. Mm-hmm. Which, did I send you an invite to the D&D Elder Scrolls thing? I'm gonna set up a D&D campaign set in the Elder Scrolls. It's a one shot. So okay. I was making sure I sent you one. I didn't remember if I did or not. Into the subterranean levels. Alright, Ratty. One fireball has killed you. Let's see how many it takes now. That took about half his health. So two should be fine. This is also the tutorial. It might not be a great place to test difficulty settings. Oh shit! I fell off. Yeah, I'm good. I stopped moving. It just moved my ass backwards. I for some reason stopped walking when the zombie came. Yeah, just slowly drifting away from the computer. My heart's a stereo. We're gonna keep it on the difficulty I have now till we get to the goblins. We'll probably do some more testing over there. Yeah. I've been on this thing for over an hour. Yeah. 77 minutes. My heart's a stereo. Listen, listen. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. I don't like this. It sounds weird. I don't like to stream by myself because it gets lonely. Even if y'all are doing something else, I'd rather just be like in the chat. Yeah, that'd be fun. We have one character, he's gonna be a Nord spellcaster already. Or Hammer. I mean, I like using blunt for taking a warhammer. Razandar. Mm-hmm. They do. I swear this is where you got the full set of heavy armor, but maybe I'm delusional. damage they were dealing was pitiful. Might have to upgrade that. We shall see. We're gonna go back to using the katana quicker. Die, foul fiend. I shot a Skaven in his nuts with a fireball. This should be about where, yeah, these guys are. We're gonna test difficulties on these dudes. Music? Yeah, music's going. I save? Where do I save it? There we go, quick save. Fireball 1, 2, 3, 4. He's just got fist. I don't think he's doing enough damage to me. Adjust the damage done by enemies. Go to expert. Confirm. Let's see if we can reload that fight. Double check the system settings. Oops. Yes, it's on expert now. Hit him with a firebolt. Is that better? Yeah, it's a little more damage. He's not doing a whole lot because it's unarmed. We'll find another test subject. My heart's real. What I find crazy is how, like, advanced alchemy is compared to Skyrim in this game, but somehow they didn't get blacksmithing into Oblivion. Here's one with an actual weapon. See how bad he hurts. That's more reasonable. I think that might be a good setting right there. Take that shield. We'll put this armor as well. What city do you think we should start in? How do I sneak? There it is. That one still doesn't see me as crazy. Can I add this to the wheel, though? I can. Fire! Ah! He's attacking me. Need to add this to the wheel as well. Go wheel. Charge! I almost fell again. It'd probably be funnier seeing it like in actual person, but we'll see. Really did. Woo! I turned around and almost fell. Kill the goblins. Make Jose proud. It's hard to aim the bow while on a treadmill. Mr. Anakin, we don't know what to do. There's too many of them. Get her! Get her! Ah, stop moving, you old hag. This is actually starting to hurt my legs. Like, just the tutorial is, like, making the character obviously added some time, but, like, you know, your heart rate goes up because you're fighting for your life in the game and you're physically moving. This might be interesting for an exercise that doesn't really count as an exercise. I know I'm sweating for no apparent reason. Do this while playing COD. I'm gonna go slaughter the rats they have in the cages. Oh wait, does this level up sneak if I'm right here? Ah. Get ratted. It does level snake. Alright, boys. Say hello to the next 20 minutes of gameplay. This is Steve the Rat. He's trying to sniff us and we're trying to sniff him. Look at him. Look at his chumpers. Yeah. I have a quick question. How much have you played Oblivion often? I was gonna ask if stealth attacks had any bonus damage like Skyrim, because I don't know if they did or not. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Once I get the stealth to 10, we'll stop sneaking around the rat. I don't want to cheese it too much, if you know what I mean. I want it to be moddable so we can do Oblivion together. Like Skyrim together. Which I'm going to have on my channel from time to time. And I convince roommates to play it more. I think I missed the heavy armor, honestly. My heart's a stereo. Me, so listen close. Damn it. What is that? Count 2? That felt good. Mm-hmm. I gotta take this jacket off. The 9? Guide and protect us. Wait, 9? Oh, yeah. Talos exists in this one already. Thermites, the bats make a boom. Alright, let's look at the birth signs, though. The sign of the warrior. Those born under the sign of the warrior benefit from an increase of strength and endurance. Fortitude increased by 10 points. Fortify strength by 10. The sign of a mage. Have increased amount of magicka by 50 points. I think these are more so, like play stuff than they are lore. So if you look on the wiki, these have one for every month of the year. But the serpent. So my theory is that everyone born in the Chinese New Year's of the serpent is swallowed by the serpent and born under the sign of the serpent, but you still have remnants of your old sign. The only sign that is never eaten by the serpent is the thief. So I think we're gonna take the serpent because I was born in a Chinese New Year. Continue. No, the serpent takes over an entire year. Like he will swallow one of the celestials, and any of them born under that celestial while he swallowed them belongs to him. What about me? Can you see my fate? I was talking to the Emperor. And yes, it probably does suck. Mm-hmm. Probably. Also, most people don't realize, but I'm pretty certain this is the same Emperor from uh Elder Scrolls Daggerfall that sends you to Daggerfall. At least it's the same one that ordered the not vestige, probe agent be sent to Morrowind. Yeah, this something that I thought about the other day when playing later Elder Scrolls games. Why don't we ever see shrines or graves dedicated to previous heroes, like the hero Kvatch or the Nerevarine? And I kind of realized, like, well, the Nerevarine not dead; he's still alive. And obviously, the hero of Kvatch, no one could confirm his body because he became Sheogorath. But even then, you think they would like mourn him or have some sort of setup. Yeah, because I'm certain the Dragonborn will have one when he goes. Hell, Mirak had one, and he was a bad guy. Let me add some of my powers because I'm trying to get this set up where I don't have to pause and change abilities too much. So as far as magic goes, let me add my Serpent Stones. Serpent spell, cure poison on self, dispel on self, damage fatigue. Cure poison, damage health on touch. Okay. This is the power. We're gonna put that one right there so I know. I should probably put all my powers on one side. Let's do that. Let's put that right here. And then woad 30% right there. We'll move the bow down to the bottom. Do I have another bow? No, I just got this. I heart stereo beats for you, so listen close. I see a target I can shoot. I steal all your clothes. Do. Oh, I'm over encumbered. That ain't gold. We can drop the. Can I even sell these clothes? Are they worth anything? They ain't worth shit. Me? At what point? What, the last few days? Yeah, my power is up. Okay. Obviously a few of them would have had to. I don't know. I couldn't tell you to be certain. I'm gonna run back out from here and use all my arrows to level up archery while we're here. Let's give myself a slightly better start. There we go. So if you jump up here, they can't. Oh, I was about to say they can't hit you. They can only hit you with a charge attack. And I can just shoot him in the head. Damn, that one died. No, Boris dead. Let me hit you. They're building up top of each other. They're like ants. I'm missing. My treadmill said I walked too long. It cut me off at an hour and 30 minutes. It probably needs to cool down. I said I'm too fat for you. I'll give it a little bit and then try that again. I mean, not stand on it while it's cold. This isn't actually even leveling my archery that much. It's crazy. It's because I think experience is based off the damage you deal. It better shudder in fear than. Wonder if these guys didn't have potions too. This might be a potion dupe right here. I like The Witcher. Haven't played it. But the Blood and Wine DLC. But I like the idea of The Witcher. I just was never one to really play the game so much because I was playing Elder Scrolls so much. My sibling, my sister particularly, really liked The Witcher. She didn't like the show too much after the first season, but the game and the books. Mm-hmm. Emperor, get down! Oh, never mind. Mr. President. Run off before he talks to me. Now to search all these bodies. There's an arrow. Who would have thought? Dies non-cutscene. The bodies are convulsing. When they started worshipping Dagon, if they said their end would have been like this, I don't think they would have worshipped him. This dude looks like he goes to a frat. You see this? Frat face. I take his sword? Aha! Got his sword. I think he'll take the sword out of my inventory, though, if I have it. The children aren't killable. Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna turn that treadmill off. The Emperor gave it to me. Completely lied, chat. We're making it out. Mm-hmm. I must take it to Joffrey. The remaster really helps highlight the Blade's armor as being like a mix between Akaviri and Cyrodiilic Legionary armor. I really couldn't tell in the first one. It looked way more Akaviri than it did Imperial. The sewers. He thinks I'm a bard. I shouldn't have been singing. My heart's a stereo. It's canon. I was singing that while slaying the mythic dawn. They're like, "Hail to Dagon!" And then they see my ass singing while slaughtering them. And it's like, oh god, it's a Sheogorath cultist. My heart's a stereo, shanking somebody in the fucking throat. That's hilarious. I don't know what we should be for this challenge, though. I don't want to use anything that is not on the class list. But we shall see. These are all the stealth. Okay, warrior, athletics, blade, block, blunt, hand-to-hand, heavy armor. A lot of these are redundant. Barbarian, armor, athletics, blade, block, blunt, hand-to-hand, crusader. Maybe we're just gonna make our own. Let's make a custom class. Focus. It's not stealth. It's either magic or combat. We might come back to this. I think it's gonna be combat though. Attributes. Alrighty. Stealth affects the amount of damage you deal with longsword, claymore, maces, warhammer, or not stealth, strength. Affects the damage you deal with longsword, claymore, maces, war axes, battle axes, warhammers, and barehanded. Defines how much you can carry and slightly increases your maximum health. Intelligence determines your maximum magicka allowing you to cast more powerful spell. Willpower determines how quickly you regenerate magicka. Agility is dagger, bow, short sword, maximum fatigue and fatigue regen. Speed determines how fast you are. Endurance is max health and health regen. Personality is how much people like you. Luck is affects all skills only by 2, though I know how luck works. We can have 2 of these. Let's go. Let's check something on the phone. All right, strength. Great force of pressure. This might take me a second, chat. My apologies. Restrain impulses I'm hard at doing, so it's definitely not willpower. Okay, endurance has to be one of mine. Because anybody that knows me, fix that. Do we do endurance and intelligence or endurance and strength, though? I think most people hear endurance intelligence and might think of like a big bumbling buffoon. So we're going to do endurance and intelligence. Skills. Again, we got the different ones here. Athletics is a naturally level up. Block is a big one. I don't think we have enough training with that. We do hand to hand. We'll have some heavy armor. We'll grab a marksman. My heart's a stereo. Absorb magic, reflect damage, dispel, move object, sense life, reveal path, bind soul. Okay. And grab mysticism, destruction, and restoration. And I think this looks like a pretty good basis. Obviously, we're gonna have to use other stuff. But based off of just some of my experiences, I think this is probably the most accurate to myself on major skills. They're kind of all over the place, which is fine. Did I accidentally get rid of it? Where'd it go? No! Oh, here it is. Let's see, how many of these are magic? 1, 2, 3. How many of these are combat? 1, 2, 3. 1 stealth. We'll do combat. What should we name this class? Ah, average man. Let's see, we got riot shield training, we have frag grenades, we have hand to hand, we have armor ballistics, we have our marksmanship, mysticism for ballistic protection, and then restoration for tourniquets. Let's just do guardsman. It probably is very similar to a warlock, but put this back on the phone stand. Work. My phone stand likes to fight me. After the sewers, then what? Got it. Yes, I understand. What about you? Alright, he took Captain Renault's sword. Let's see if we can go back and get that other katana. It's gone! He took it. The bastard. I did drop it, right? He can't even get it from his body. as soon as he frees me, tries to search Emperor. All right, weapon wise then, what we gonna use? We got Warhammer. That's two-handed though. Let's bring an axe. Axe and a shield. Put that on the. There. When we get outside, we're gonna have to check difficulty on the bandits. I don't have any arrows. I got 12. What's that? Like, give me an example. Mm-hmm. I like the boogeyman the best. I did not. Why does this dude look like he's just looking at me in the face? The goblins are a little uncanny. Imagine we might have difficulties with the bandits on this level of difficulty, but we shall see. Let me take these shackles off. Yeah, I'll have a look. Shooting themselves in the foot. Was this like a song about that or somebody's like speech? Oh, okay. I'll look at that once the stream is over then. Mm-hmm. We made it out finally after like an hour and a half. Alright, let's go test this difficulty on the bandits. I'm gonna get over there and then save it. And then we'll adjust difficulty as needed. Yeah, me too. Because I swore that's what they were kind of built on. And then now, mm-hmm. This thing's hit by this guy. Mm-hmm. Okay, I was able to kill her, just barely. Let's see what she had. Some fur armor, and then an iron axe. I had to use some healing magic and hit her several times with a fireball. Let's adjust the difficulty and see what we can do from there. Adjust the damage done by enemies to the player. Take it down to both journeymen, maybe? I need to deal more damage to her too, though. Let's see what this does. Mm-hmm. You can do it with certain games. So like, even on Where Winds Meet, you can do a one life run if you wanted to, but you can only make one character at a time right now. So you'd have to do that from like the start. I have not actually played Fate. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm. That sounds pretty accurate. I think this difficulty's pretty proud and be the most accurate here. We're both dealing pretty good damage to each other. Yeah, like that almost killed me. Let me kill her. Yeah, we're gonna play on this one. Yeah, the difficulty in this Oblivion remake is really all over the place. I was finding one where I deal pretty good damage to her, but she can also hurt me. So if I'm not paying attention, she just, get a good shot in. I overshot that. I always thought of doing a game where death is not the end, it just takes you to a different place. Haven't played that one either. Did that get me under my weight? It did. Alrighty. Can I sit? I'm gonna sit on the plate, aren't I? Well, here we are. I somehow missed the heavy armor, but we made it out and we found a difficulty that works for us. Sorry the treadmill gave out. Next time though, we should be able to play a full like hour and a half before it goes, I need a break. So we're gonna save game right there. That's yeah, it's made for skinny girls to be honest, and since I'm like 6'3", it doesn't like that. Yeah. Oh, I'm not, but still, I'm not a skinny girl. I'm 200 some pounds. It dies. It screams. Mm-hmm. Actually, I think it said the weight limit was like 160, but I don't give a shit. Let's go find someone to raid, shall we? First, let's check anyone we're following, if they're on doing some fun. Kim Kitten is playing Dead by Daylight. Sabine's on Elden Ring. Da 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 da. I feel like there's been less streamers still streaming than I've used to, but I know I was gone for forever as well. Yes. Let's do not a similar size. Let's do the same category. We'll raid somebody new, but I obviously wouldn't have known him. Hey, almost made it the whole stream without a ban. Ban. No selling bot viewers in the chat. Baby's first Oblivion backseat gaming encouraged. Let's go over there. It's me, Micey, gamer girl. I think y'all should enjoy that. We're gonna start the raid, everyone. I actually allow it, but it doesn't mean that I'm going to do it. All right. Yeah. Y'all have a great night. Catch you next time on our adventures. And Shayagora. Mm-hmm.
Playing Oblivion for the first time in my life. What were you playing tonight? Oh, thank you for the follow. Little 5 killer. Oh, you can come on up. Wait, more virtues left.
In what game? Oh.
That's scary. I actually, similar to when I did fall, I was getting like motion sickness. So I was trying to the new Pokemon game, CA, Legend CA, on the treadmill and I was walking.
Alright, I'm gonna dip and go get some dinner. I also got work tomorrow.